Hello, everyone. Welcome. Whoa. Nope. Stop. Is what I wanted it to do. Welcome, everyone, to this extraneous, excellent, fabulous little number that we're doing right now. We're doing an interview. It is a short one with the very famous, but very also busy Stacy Braiuca. Stacy, hello. How are you today?
Hello, my favorite RJ. My only RJ.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are doing this interview because I just need you to know particularly about a special thing that is going on right now. You've heard me talk about this giveaway, but I was able to snag an interview with this lovely lady. Geek sisterhood is strong, people. It's like Fred and Barney, baby. It cannot be broken. Oh, yeah. And Stacy, I wanted to come on and have you tell my people about your gift because I think it's something that a lot of people need but don't realize they need sometimes. And I want you to be able to get that thing out there. So take it away. Who are you? What do you do? What's your gift? Tell me everything.
Well, my name's Stacy Braiuca, and professionals and groups hire me to help create and produce online summits to increase their reach, to add leads to their business, and to advance their message. Because who doesn't want leads? Who doesn't want to get their message out there? And an online summit, which is basically like having a conference or a live event, but it's all online. Not just having people lectures on screen, but also the moments in the hallway or speaking to people at lunch. We try and replicate a little bit of that as well into our process. But most people don't want to deal with the technology needed to produce a summit. They don't know where to start. And they just want to hire somebody else to do it. So I have gathered some great systems and technology, a backstage crew with over 50 years experience and all sorts of magic tricks to help put that lead generating machine together. That's what we do. We're your backstage crew.
Backstage crew?
We're your backstage crew.
Yes. And tell me about summits. And we've all been to a lot of them. We've been to some good ones, we've been to some bad ones. What makes yours special?
Well, I think it's because we go through a process with you of what things are going to work the best for you. One of the things in the gift talks about live versus Memorex, which I know some people might not know what I'm talking about when I say live versus Memorex, but those of you of a certain age would certainly understand that comment. But that basically means live versus recorded, and there's pros and cons to each. Which one's going to fit you the best, and which one's going to fit your project the best, and how to do that if you choose which one. So there's lots of decision points in creating a summit. And I am going to say, there are people out there who want to do it's like, oh, I want to do a summit because it's the new cool thing, right? But if you want to put a summit together and you only have like a week, 2 weeks, I'm just going to have to be bare bones honest with you. It is very likely that you're going to crash and burn. Okay. So you're going to need a little bit more time than that, but that's what we're there for. Is we're there for that time. We've got a production schedule. We've got worksheets. We've got production meetings with you, and we've got trainings for you and your speakers on how to present themselves best. Not to mention put all the tools around you that are going to help you produce the best summit possible.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, I mean, this is a gift that you don't want to miss out on, particularly because, as we all are looking back at 2019 and looking forward at the decade ahead, looking at where we want to be and where we want to go, a summit, even if you haven't been thinking about it until now, might be a great leap forward for you. There's never going to be a better time to get a hold of a free gift so that you can dip your toe into those waters, figure out if it's for you. There's never going to be a better time to do that than right now.
Mhm.
So let me put my,
The gift is actually broken into 4 pieces. So the first thing you'll get in an email is 10 key elements to a summit that is a lead generation machine. Because at its core, one of the big things a summit does is generate those leads. It also generates collaborations, JV partners, and yes, you can generate some money from it. But if you look at the core, that generation of leads at whatever stage you're in your business, if you're brand new and you don't have a list, if you're starting out and you want to keep growing a list, if you're starting a new product and you want to grow a list about it, or if you're up there in the echelons and you and your group want to get together and help grow each other's lists, kind of like we're doing in this giveaway, it's a great way to come together and collaborate and help grow each other's lists.
Yeah.
So the first thing is a 10 key elements. And I do it Letterman style, number 10 down to number 1, and go through those elements. The second thing you get is another email that invites you to a webinar that's about not quite 30 minutes long, where I dive deeper and tell you about what each of those elements are, what the pros and the cons and the good and the bad. So you can watch that, and then I invite you to 30 minutes with me where I can answer questions that you have, because after you've read through that and watched it, you're going to have questions. And I want to be able to answer all the questions you have about what that might look like. And the fourth one's really kind of a bonus, and it's a bonus if you book a summit with me in 2020, you get an extra 2 months of evergreen of that summit. So all of the summits that Done For You Summits does automatically have 1 month. So you get 1 month of exposure. It stays up for 1 month after you have the summit. With this, you add 2 more months. So you're basically tripling your exposure for yourself and your speakers.
Yeah.
You're going to be there. That's 3 months that you can continue to promote it and continue to drive traffic there that drives, for each other, that shares each other's lists and grows each other's leads.
Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, that's a pretty stunning amount of free stuff. Let me tell you.
It's a chunker, but I felt like people needed it in different pieces. Everybody learns differently, and everybody, you need kind of different levels of information to make a decision like that.
Yeah. Well, I would love to talk about this with you for many, many more moments, but you don't have any. Let's be honest, you need to rush off to another interview.
I do have another interview I'm going to do, but I want you guys to make sure and click that link. And there's tons of great giveaways in there. They're only up till midnight Saturday night. And, there's people like Linda Isley, Stacy Westman, Tony Kaufman, Kattenberry Cohen, Debbie Hoffman, Petra Contrada. I'm missing lots of people. There's 40 of us, you guys. There's 40 gifts. Now, don't just go grab all 40. I think Jay's right. Jay Facette, who not only has one of the gifts, he's the one putting this whole fantastical giveaway together. Go through them and find the ones that you feel like you're going to devour and act on. Yeah. Don't just fill up your hard drive with stuff that you're not going to look at.
Exactly.
Go through and pick the things, pick the top 5 out of 40 that are things you want to act on in the next year. Yeah. And go with those. That's what when I'm going through it, I'm going through and picking out the ones that I know I'm going to act on. Because you'll get overwhelmed. Yeah. And then you won't do anything. And then what good is it?
No good at all. It is digital dust. Yes. Well, my darling, thank you for coming on and talking about that, because it's something that I think everybody needs to hear and needs to investigate before we go blowing it out of the park in 2020. Stacy can help you. I know she can, so that's why she's on here, people.
Bots are hot, and so are summits. And so, come check us out if you want the hot stuff.
Yeah, baby. Because we basically are hot stuff.
We are hot stuff.
All right, darling, we're going to play it out. Let's chair dance. To all of you out there, we will see you in a bye.